Hello guys, good evening. So let's get started. So let me be sharing my screen. So let's see what we can cover for today. Okay, so let's get started. So yesterday we were talking about candlesticks pattern, and I will just do a quick. Today we'll also be talking about some other two candlestick patterns. I don't know, can you guys hear me? Please, if you can hear me, just indicate that you can hear me. Okay. So today we're talking about some other candlestick patterns. And so the other candlestick pattern we'll be talking about today, it will be bearish morning star and evening star candlestick pattern. That's the pattern we'll be talking about today, the two candlestick patterns that we'll be talking about today. So let me just write that down. So today we're talking about other two candlestick pattern. The one will be morning star, the morning star, while the second candlestick pattern will be called the evening star. Evening star. So let me just put that up here. Pattern. So this also an example of other candlestick pattern. We have actually made a lot of candlestick pattern, but this is the one we'll be talking about today. The morning star and the evening star. So let's start with the morning star. This. So let's start with morning star. Now, morning star is considered as a bullish reversal pattern. So it occurs at the bottom of a downtrend, and it consists of three candlesticks. Let me repeat myself again. For the morning star candlestick pattern, it is considered as a bullish reversal pattern. It occurs at the bottom of a downtrend, and it consists of three candlesticks. So let's draw that now. So a morning star is a bullish reversal candle. So this is how it will look like. Very bearish. Let's see if we can cover up for these two patterns today. And if we have some time, we can just do a vision of what we discussed from the first class to today's own. So let's see if we can cover up for today. Fine. Then can use the remaining time to just do a vision of the whole class. So this is a morning star this is a morning star pattern. Then for the evening star, so let me just put them both here. Right. So we talk about the all of them together easily. Probably done this before the class, but just want you guys to see how I'm doing it. That's why I didn't just decide to do it maybe before the class starts. I tried to do it when as we're doing the class, so you can see as I'm drawing it and how it's looking like. So that's just the reason why I didn't do it before the class. So I want you guys to see how it looks like real, and then we get to see it on the main chart. So and now this is an evening star pattern. So let's just talk about the definition again, and then I'll begin to explain how this candlestick form and how they are being considered either as a morning star pattern or as a evening star pattern. So as I said, for a morning star pattern, it is considered as a bullish reversal pattern, and it often occur at the bottom of a downtrend. That means if we have maybe the market or the price is going in a down, like it's going in a downward move, right? And then it occurs, let's say at the bottom of a downtrend, because this is it's actually going down like this, and then this morning star occur at the bottom of a downtrend, right? And then it's telling you that a strong reversal might happen, because this morning star candlestick pattern is actually a bullish reversal pattern, and it occurs at the bottom of a downtrend, and it consists of three candlesticks, which are this is the first candlestick, this is the second candlestick, and this is the third candlestick. And whenever it occurs mostly at or often at the bottom of a downtrend, it signifies that there's a bullish reversal that is about to happen. So if it's coming down in a bearish form and then this morning star pattern forms, it indicates a very strong reversal that will happen in the market. And as I said, it's considered as a morning star pattern when it has three candlesticks, right? Three candlesticks, which is what you are seeing here on the screen. So it's considered as when it has these three candlesticks. So the first candlestick, which is the red, which is bearish candlestick, meaning that there's a lot of sellers at this point because it has a very strong selling pressure, right? Because the price was coming down, so there's a very strong selling pressure here. And then the second candle, it will look small like this. It may even have wick, just depending on how you get to see it in the market. It may have wick, right? So this small little candle now, it can be either bearish or bullish. So it can be either red or green. It doesn't really matter which that it has to be red or green. No, there's sometimes that if you see this morning candlestick pattern, morning star candlestick pattern, this middle candle, this second candle can be either green or red. So it can either be bullish or bearish. It doesn't really matter. But the first candlestick for a morning star have to be bearish. And then the third candlestick have to be bullish. And this third candlestick, which is bullish, meaning that because when you see a small candle, like it means it's more like a doji candle, meaning that, and I told you yesterday that when you see a doji candlestick pattern, it means that there is possible reversal, especially when it occurs at the bottom of a downtrend. It means that the market is an indecision state. There's possibility that the market may reverse or may continue going in that direction. So there's indecision between buyers and sellers. They are still there's a very strong fight between buyers and seller whether to continue pushing the price downward or for this reversal to happen. But for a morning star candlestick pattern, whenever it happens at the bottom of a downtrend, it signifies that a very strong reversal signal is about to happen, right? So as I said, this second candle can be either bearish or bullish. So it can either be red or green. And for a red candlestick, it's called bearish, while for a green candlestick, it's called bullish. So the third candlestick, which is this one, so it has to at least pass the midpoint of this red candle. So if here is the middle point of this candle, right? If here is the middle point of this candle, at least, okay, so if here is the middle point of this candle, at least the third candle, which is the bullish candle, should pass the midpoint of the first candle. Like the closure of the candle should at least, which is this bullish candle, you can see it closes above, at least above this midpoint of the first candle. Let me recap again. A morning star candlestick pattern is a bullish reversal pattern, and it occurs at the bottom of a downtrend. It consists of 3 candlesticks, which is this one, which is the first candlestick being the bearish candle, and the second candle, which can either be bearish or bullish, and then the third candle will have to be bullish. But the third candle, the closure of the third candle have to be above the midpoint of the first candle. So the closure of this candlestick happened here. So it's already above the midpoint of this first candle. So this is considered as a morning star candlestick pattern, which is a bullish reversal pattern. So as we all know, the formation of every candlestick, it has the open. For a bearish candlestick, here is our open price, right? Here is our open. Here is the highest point the price went to, right? This is the lowest point the price went to, and this is where we close because we're going down in price. And this means that there's a very strong selling pressure, meaning sellers are in charge of the market at this point here. And then the second candle means there's more like indecision now in the market, because now it has formed somehow like a doji. It can be that small candle, right? It can be that small candle or a doji candlestick for this middle, for this second candle. And then the third candle, which is the bullish candle, will have to close above. So this is our closure. So let me just dictate that. This we open at this point, right? This is the lowest point the price went to, and then buyer step into the market, push the price all the way to this top here, and then we close at this point. So you can see the closure is already above this midpoint of the first candle. So for this to be considered as a morning star candlestick pattern, it has to have 3 candlesticks, which the first one will be bearish, the second one can be either bearish or bullish, and the third one have to be a bullish candle, and it has to close above the midpoint of the first candle. That is a morning star candlestick pattern. So let's go to an evening star, and then I'm going to show it on the chart. Then if we have much time, you can see how we can do revision for the part 1, part 2, and also do the part 3 and just complete everything for today. So for the evening star candlestick pattern, the evening star candlestick pattern is a bearish reversal pattern, and it often occurs at the top of an uptrend, and it consists of also 3 candlesticks, right? It consists of 3 candlesticks. The first one being the bullish, because it occurs at the top of an uptrend, meaning that if we are going up in price like this, right? If price is going up like this, and then this evening star occur at the top like this, it indicates that a very strong reversal is about to happen. So if we are going up like this and this evening star happen at the top of an uptrend, it signifies that there's a very strong trend reversal that might happen in the market, which will change this thing from going up like this and or possibly start going down like this, right? It can start going like this because of this pattern is a very strong signal that tells that when it happens at the top of an uptrend, it means that there's a very strong signal that this might possibly reverse to the other side, which if it's going up and the evening star candlestick pattern form, it means that there's high possibility and a very strong signal that this will reverse to the downside, which is for a evening star. So it's a bearish reversal pattern. It occurs at the top of an uptrend, and it consists of 3 candlesticks. The first candlestick being our bullish candlestick. The second candlestick, I told you, it can either be a doji candlestick, it can be as long or a small candlestick like this. So it doesn't matter, either it can be bullish or bearish, meaning that this second candlestick can either be red or green. It doesn't really matter. But just notice, just have it in mind that it has to have these 3 candlestick, and it has to occur for you to be able to trade this pattern. It has to occur at the top of an uptrend, indicating that there's a strong reversal that is going to happen. So for evening star candlestick pattern, for evening star pattern or candlestick pattern, it has to occur for it to be valid or considered as a strong reversal pattern. It has to occur at the top of an uptrend. So as I said, if we are going up in price and then at the top this evening star candlestick pattern forms, it signifies that there's a very strong reversal that might happen, which is a bearish reversal that might happen. So the third candle, which will be the bearish candle, and this bearish candle have to close below the midpoint of the first candle, right? It has to close below the midpoint of the first candle. So if here is our midpoint of the first candle, right? If here is the midpoint of the first candle, the third candle, the closure of the third candle have to pass the midpoint of this first candle, which we closed here. This was our closure of the third candle. So you can see it's already below the midpoint of the first candle. So this is considered as a very strong evening star candlestick pattern. So I don't know if I need to still be explaining that this our open, this our close, but let's just do it on this one. So for this first candlestick pattern, which is for the evening star, the bullish candle, price opened at this point, right? This was our open price. This is the lowest point the price went to, and then this is the highest point the price went to, and then we close at this point. So here is our close. This is the close of this candle. This is the open price. This is the lowest point the price went to. This is the highest point the price went to, and then we close at this point. So this from here to here, like this, is considered as the body of this candlestick. So this is the body, right? This is the body of the candlestick. From here to here, like this, is the body of the candlestick, right? And then this little line you see up here is the wick. So all this line, these ones that I see here are called the wicks. So this is the wick of the candlestick, right? And this is the body of the candlestick. These are the body of the candlestick, and these are the wick. So we price open at this point here. So this is our open price, right? So let me just write that down here. This is our open price. So price open at this point. I'm not supposed to be writing this, but let me just do it. This is our close price, right? This is our close price. Because we are going up in price for a bullish candle, we are going up in price. This is the body of the candle, right? This is the body of the candle. This is the body of the candle. So this is the wick of the candle, or the highest point the price went to. So you can either call it the upper wick, that's this line, you can call it the upper wick, and then consider here, and then you consider here as the lower wick, and then you consider here as the lower wick. Sorry. So you consider here as the lower wick, or you can still call them just wick. So just same thing applies to here, but for a bearish candle, we actually close below. This is our closure for a bearish candle. This is our close point. So this is where we close. We close at this point, right? We open. This is our open price. This is where we open. So same thing applies. This is the body of the candle, and these are the wicks, the upper wick and the lower wick. So same thing with for the morning star. So let's just do a quick recap of this. I told you this middle candlestick can either be bearish or bullish. I can either choose to make it, you can see it like this as a red candlestick also, but it doesn't really matter, right? You can also see it like this. You can see here too, instead of the middle point to be maybe a bearish candle, you can see a bullish candle there. So this middle candlestick doesn't really matter. It can either be bearish or bullish. But one thing you should know, the characteristics of a morning star and an evening star. For a morning star, it's considered as a bullish reversal pattern, and it occurs often at the bottom of a downtrend, and it consists of three candlesticks. The first one being the bearish candlestick, the second one, which is either the bearish or the bullish candle, and then the third one have to be a bullish candle, and this bullish candle have to close above the midpoint of the first candle. This is our middle point, right? So if you look at the candlestick, we close here above, and you can see, so it's above the middle point of the first candle. This signifies that a strong reversal, a bullish reversal is about to happen. So if the price was going down and then the morning star pattern, morning star candlestick pattern happen at the bottom of a downtrend, it signifies that a strong bullish reversal pattern is about to happen in the market. So same thing with the evening star candlestick pattern. So for evening star candlestick pattern, it consists of three candlesticks and it occurs at the top of an uptrend. But for evening star candlestick pattern, it is a bearish reversal pattern. Right, it consists of three candlesticks. The first one, because we're going up in price, and then it happens at the top of an uptrend. So whenever the evening star happen at the top of an uptrend, it means that a strong reversal might happen in the market. So if it was going up and then the evening star happened formed in the market, it means that a strong reversal might happen and to start going down. So the characteristics of a evening star is that the first candle have to be bullish candle, meaning that showing that there's a lot of buyers in the market, buyers are active, and then a small candle which can either be a doji candle or it can either be a bullish or a bearish candle, which doesn't really matter. Then the third candle have to be a bearish candle for evening star pattern. It has to be a bearish candle, and the bearish candle have to close below the midpoint of the first candlestick. So this this is the other kind of candlestick pattern that we have, which is the morning star, which signifies that, which is considered as a bullish reversal pattern, and then for the evening star, which is considered as a bearish reversal pattern. So let's look at it on the charts and see how this candlestick form based on the explanation we're given. So let's see. So let me just look for it really quick. Let me just, okay. So let me start with the morning star first, then move to the evening star. Okay, I already dictate something like this. Okay. Let's see if we can see it more the 10 minutes. I'm not really seeing this tongue formation here. Let's see if we can see it clearly. I'm trying to find the morning star candlestick pattern. Okay, let me go down to the 30 minutes time frame and see if we can see it here. Is it 45 minutes time frame? Okay. So let me use this one. It's an evening star. Okay, so it's a morning star. So now this is more like an example of a morning star candlestick pattern. Right? This is more like an example of a morning star candlestick pattern. And I told you a morning star candlestick pattern is a bullish reversal pattern. It occurs at the bottom of a downtrend, and it consists of three candlesticks. The first one being the bearish candle. The second one can either be a doji candle, or it can either be a bearish or a bullish candle. But that's the second candle, and then the third candle have to be a bullish candle, right? It has to be a bullish candle. So now, previously, the market was pulling down, right? So let me zoom it out. So previously, the market was pulling down, right? If you can see it, it was pulling down. right? And then the morning star candlestick pattern formed at the bottom of a downtrend because it was coming down. Price was actually coming down, and then this formed here, right? So when the money start, so let's give an example, a definition again about this morning star. A morning star candlestick pattern is a bullish reversal pattern. It occurs at the bottom. It mostly occur at the bottom of a downtrend and consists of three candlesticks. So we say it's a bullish reversal pattern, meaning that if the market was coming down and this morning star candlestick pattern form, it means that a reversal might happen in the market. So if the market was coming down and this morning star happened at the bottom of a downtrend, it signifies that a reversal will be happening in the market, meaning that if the price was coming down and the candlestick form, there's possibility that it will reverse to the other side, meaning that it will start pulling back up because it's reversing from going down to going up. So these are the characteristics of a morning star candlestick. So we're already seeing it was already on a downtrend, right? It was already on a downtrend, and it happened at the bottom of the downtrend, right? This was the bottom, so it happened at the bottom of the downtrend, and it consists of three candlesticks, right? The first one being the bearish candle. The second one, which is, I told you, it can also be a bearish candle or a bullish candle. And then the third candle, which is the bullish candle. So which closes above this small candle. So as you can see, the moment it formed, because it's a strong bullish reversal pattern, meaning that if the price was going down and this pattern form, it will signify that a strong reversal is about to happen and it will reverse to the other side. So if the market was coming down and the morning star candlestick pattern form, it will reverse back to the upside. So it happened at the bottom of an uptrend, and then look at what later happened now in the market. The market started pulling up the moment the candlestick formed. It started pulling up, right? Because it's signifying that this is very strong reversal that is be happening in the market. So you can see it started pulling up, which is this. So the moment it happened, it started pulling up, which you can see here. So meaning that this was a very strong morning star pattern. And you can see how effective it usually is in the market, that whenever it form, either at the for a morning star, whenever the morning star pattern form at the bottom of a downtrend, it signifies a bullish reversal, meaning that the price might possibly reverse to the upside. And you can see it here, it was previously coming down, right? The market was previously coming down, and then the moment it formed here, right? The moment it formed there, it signifies, you can see there was a reversal that started happening, the price started pulling up. That's for a morning star candlestick pattern. So now for evening star candlestick pattern, let's see an example of an evening star candlestick pattern. Let's see an example of a evening star candlestick pattern. So these patterns are mostly effective at support and resistance, meaning that if it's at the top of an uptrend, meaning that the price is not going to continue pushing up, right? It's not going to continue pushing up. And then if this pattern forms, it's in case that maybe there's something like blocking it from going up, they could not continue pushing the price up. So this reverse had to happen and then stay pulling down. Right. So if it's happened also in the downtrend, mean that there's a support level, something supporting not to continue pushing down. So that will also bring a very strong reversal for it to pull up. So now this is also an example of an evening star. So if you look at this point, right, what is an evening star? An evening star is a bearish reversal pattern that occurs at the top of an uptrend. It consists of three candlesticks. So this is at the top of an uptrend because if you notice at this point, price was kind of pulling up, right? Price was pulling up here, right? So let me just bring this start from here. So price was actually pulling up, right? Price was pulling up here, and then this evening star happened at the top of an uptrend, right? It happened at the top of an uptrend, and when it happened at the top of an uptrend, it signifies that a reversal is about to be happen in the market. And characteristics for this to be effective, to be called an evening star, number one, it has to happen at the top of an uptrend. Number two is that it consists of three candlesticks. Right, it consists of three candles. The first one, which will be the bullish candle. The second one can either be a bullish, a bearish, or a doji candle. It doesn't really matter. And then the third one have to be a bearish candle. So this bearish candle, most of the times, it can close let's say maybe below the midpoint of the first candle, or it can even close to like cover the whole of the candle. It's usually from that way. So just the way you see I draw it on that diagram doesn't mean that it will have to look exactly like that before you can take a trade. No, sometimes it must not look exactly like that. But if it looks like it's not like 100% the way I draw it, you can just use it as your entry, right? As your entry, but you don't just trade it based on what you see. Like so, as I said again, it's for a bullish, for a evening start, it's a bearish trend reversal pattern that whenever it happens at the top of an uptrend, it signifies that a reversal is about to happen. So previously at this point, price was actually pulling up, right? And then it happened at the top of an uptrend. And then when it happened, you can see there was a sell-off that started happening from here, right? There was a sell-off after it happened, it started pulling down, right? It started pulling down. There was a sell-off that happened after the market fall. Before you know, it started pulling down, right? It started pulling down. So this is a very strong reversal pattern that usually happen in the market. So I don't think we have more time. So let's just see if we can just do a revision of this, and then tomorrow we'll continue with part 4 of the class. So let's just do a revision of it. So today we talked about other candlestick patterns, right? We talked about other candlestick patterns, which we have which we talked about the morning star and the evening star. And I said the morning star candlestick pattern is a bullish reversal pattern. It occurs at the bottom of a downtrend, and it consists of 3 candlesticks. The first one being the bearish candle, the second one can either be bearish or bullish, and then the third candle will have to be a bullish candle, and it has to close at least the midpoint or above the midpoint of the first candle. So the second other candlestick pattern we talked about is the evening star. So the evening star, just like the bearish version of the morning star, but for evening star, it happened at the top of an uptrend, and it signifies a very strong bearish reversal pattern. So when it happens at the top of an uptrend, it means that a reversal is about to happen to the downside, right? It consists of 3 candlesticks as well. The first one being the bullish candle, the second one being the either a bearish candle or a bullish candle. I say it doesn't really matter. It can also be a doji, but the third candle have to be a bearish candle, and it has to at least reach the midpoint or even pass the midpoint of the first candle. So this this is the other candlestick pattern that we have, the morning and the evening star. So guys, with that being said, I think we will be ending here, right? We just have a few minutes. So, but before you watch this part 3 class, I would suggest that you watch the first and the second part so that you can understand this one. So let me switch to you get the first. Okay, so just come to my YouTube channel, right? So this is the first, right? This is the first one, introduction to candlestick part 1, right? This is the first one, and then this was the second which was this second video you need to watch, which is introduction to candlestick part 2, and then I'll be dropping this one too, which will be part 3. We'll continue till we finish the whole entire this. I also suggest that you could watch this beginner journey to Forex trade. This will teach you. So let me just play. This will teach you let me explain what this is. Now I told you so this will teach you what is Forex trading, how to trade Forex, right? How do you make this money in the market? So it will teach you everything. So you can also watch it, right? You can see what is trading, you can see what is trading, what is Forex, right? So I give example of how you can trade. You can see the Forex means foreign exchange market. So do well to watch this video, right? Do well to watch this. And then also you could watch okay. So you could also watch this one, step-by-step guide to Forex trading. This one was part 1. You can just watch it. It's me explaining the real this thing on chat, right? I was explaining just between how the foreign exchange market work, right? So you can just watch this to get more insight again about trading. But do well before you watch this part 3 video that will be dropping. Make sure you have watched at least what the beginner journey to forex trading, which is this one. Then you can watch the introduction to candlestick part 1, and then introduction to candlestick part 2, right? So introduction to candlestick part 2. So I'll also be dropping the part 3, right? I'll also be dropping the part 3. So you can also don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'll continue bringing you more and more of this content, guys. I'll continue to bring more and more of this content. And then to join my Telegram community, right? We are just going as at when this video is coming on. So let me share my screen so you can see. Okay. So let me share my screen for the Telegram community, which you can also actually join, right? You can also join Telegram community. So now this is the Telegram community. I usually drop signals here, right? I usually drop signals here. So guys, I also drop videos of the classes we take. So for part 1, part 2, in case you want to download them, you can just check them from the group and get them, so you can download them and then watch them over and over again, or you just watch them directly from the YouTube channel. Guys, I also drop signals here, not really daily, but I drop signals so we can all eat together. So so guys, with that being said, I'll see you tomorrow by this same time. I'll also be dropping other candlestick patterns, right? I'm also talking about other candlestick patterns, but these are most of the most powerful candlestick patterns you can see, you can trade when you see them happen in the market. So whenever they are formed, don't hesitate yourself in thinking twice whether to enter for a buy or for a sell, right? If you just have other confluences with these candlestick patterns, you are good to go, guys. So with that being said, I'll see you in the next video. And I think we have anything to say again. Okay, I think we're done for today. So well, today we talked about 2, which is the morning star and the evening star. So the morning star is a bullish reversal pattern that happens at the bottom of a downtrend, and it consists of 3 candlesticks. The first one being the bearish candle. The second one can either be bearish or bullish. It can also be a doji, and the third candle have to be a bullish candle. It has to close at least the midpoint or above the midpoint of the first candle. And this is a very strong reversal pattern. So if the price was coming down, this form at the bottom of a downtrend, the strong reversal that it will pull up and start going up. Same thing which I gave example of, right? Same thing with the evening star. Evening star is a bearish version of the morning star. So evening star is a bearish version. It's a bearish reversal pattern that occurs at the top of an uptrend. It occurs at the top of an uptrend. It consists of 3 candles. The first one being the bearish candle, the bullish candle. The second one can either be bearish or bullish, and the third one have to be a bearish candle, and it has to close at least the midpoint or more below the midpoint of the first candle. So with that being said, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Peace out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Comment as well. Share to your friends so that YouTube can recommend this video to other people. Bye.